Bushcraft Travels. I'm just now leaving Mass. It's afternoon. It's about around close to, it's almost going to be 1:30 in the afternoon. Hope you guys and gals are all doing well. I'm doing my morning thing that I do here on Sundays, on Sunday afternoons. After I receive communion, I call it my little meditation walk back to the car, and my wife and daughter end up finishing up the rest of the Mass. And yeah, I just a peaceful walk to my car, and then I have the car ready for them when they come out of Mass. Hope you guys and gals weekend has gone good. I've had a pretty good Labor Day weekend. Been watching a lot of college football. That's been fun. My Colorado Buffaloes didn't win. They lost to Georgia Tech. My Texas Longhorns didn't win. They lost to the Ohio State Buckeyes. So yeah, that was a bummer. So I was born in Austin, Texas. I don't know how many of the audience knows that. Yeah, born in Austin, Texas, and then my baby brother was born in Colorado, and my mom's family's from Colorado, and so I'm a long-time Denver Bronco fan. So yeah, I cheered for the Denver Broncos for a really long time. We finally came and resided here in Indiana, and they didn't have a pro football team, so I kept cheering for the Denver Broncos. I think my parents only stayed 1 year in Texas because I was born in Austin, Texas. They only stayed there 1 year, so I guess I didn't stay there long enough to become a Dallas Cowboy fan. So technically, I should be a Dallas Cowboy fan, but I actually grew up a Denver Bronco fan. When I was smaller, I lived longer in Denver, so we stayed in Denver longer than we did Texas. I think my dad mentioned when I was really small that we basically went camping in Colorado like 30 or 40 different times. Of course, you got to understand, I was super young, so I only remember a few times. It kind of etched in my memory. But what's wild, the camping in Colorado is way different than the camping here, say like in Brown County State Park. Anyways, you go camping in Denver and there's probably no one around you for, at least the camping places we went to in Denver. Of course, this is my dad telling me this. There was no one around you for miles, some of the camping spots in Colorado. But like I said, I've had done a little bit of content when I've gone camping in Brown County, and you guys can see how close people are. And I think when I've gone camping in Brown County, it's full-size restrooms. The campsite I choose, it's got a full-size restroom in Brown County, Indiana. I don't know, it's about 30 or 40 yards away. Maybe 30 yards away. So what I usually end up doing the first night I go camping in Brown County, I usually, I set up my hammock, I hang my hammock, I set up my tent. I think I put a couple mats under my sleeping bag. I bring my pillow. I bring all kinds of snacks and candy that I really like, and I think I buy a few subs. I think last time I bought wraps and some grilled chicken, so I made some grilled chicken when I went camping. Or the last time I went camping, that's what I did. I made some grilled chicken wraps. And so that was pretty cool. And yeah, that was cool. But camping's I love going camping. It's a lot of fun. Whoops. Didn't mean to press that. That's a few seconds. It's so funny. I remember the old YouTube. Of course, I didn't open my channel during when YouTube. I wish I'd created my YouTube channel when it first came out, when YouTube first hit it. I think Casey Neistat's, that's one of the YouTube channels I follow, Casey Neistat. I do follow a couple of my favorite gear channels are the Nut and Fancy Project and Luke from Outdoor Gear Review. I'm sure there's a lot of people that follow him. So those are my two big outdoor channels I follow, or that I have a lot of fun following. So, yeah. But yeah, it's that's the beauty of going live. But anyways, those are my two favorite outdoor channels: Luke from the Outdoor Gear Review and the Nut and Fancy Project, or as he likes to call it, the TMP Project, Nut and Fancy Project. And then I do enjoy bushcrafting, and I do enjoy camping. It's funny, the only way I think my family would agree to camping would have to be the thing, I think it's called glamping. I think that's the only thing they would be interested in. Yeah, my little family would not be it would have to be glamping, which would be funny. Brown County does have a version of that. Of those of you that don't want to hang out in a tent, they do have, oh, that's a nice, listen to this water feature. Hopefully it's picking it up in the background. It's a water fountain in the center of church. Anyways, Brown County does have log cabins that you can rent. And but I imagine those fill up fast, especially when the weather's nice in Brown County. So one time I went camping at the very last possible minute, and I really wanted, but like I said, sometimes it'll really hit me when I just want to go do something. So on the spur of the moment, I just drove down on a Friday, and of course it was a gorgeous day. It was a gorgeous fall day. And come to find out, most of the campsite was full, right? And I only got to camp there for one night. So I learned a valuable lesson. But it still was a lot of fun. I still had a good time. Anytime I go camping, even if it's just for one overnight, I still have a lot of fun camping. So I enjoy camping. I don't get to do it as often as I would like to, but. And then the big Notre Dame versus Miami game's coming on tonight, so that's going to be cool. I believe it comes on at 7:30. So I already told my little family what I'm doing around 7:30 hour, watching the Notre Dame Miami game, and it's prime time, man. Prime time slot, Notre Dame, Miami should be a really good football game. But I have a feeling when anyone plays Notre Dame, I have a feeling any team that plays Notre Dame gets psyched up to play Notre Dame. Because Notre Dame plays in a lot of prime time spots. And then Notre Dame has a rich history of national championships. So I'm excited about Notre Dame's football season coming. I'm excited for the Colorado Buffaloes. For the past 2 years, they've really changed that. Deion Sanders has really changed that program around. And phenomenal coaching staff this year and also last year. Pretty much NFL coaching staff that coaches up the Colorado Buffaloes. And of course, the transfer portal really changed the Colorado Buffaloes. And I think that's just how it's going to be with this new NIL or the transfer portal. I think a lot of teams, Indiana Hoosiers are a good example. Where I live at here in Indiana, the Hoosiers football. That head coach is phenomenal. He really changed the Indiana Hoosiers last year. So I'm looking forward to watching the Hoosiers play football. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of the new coaches and even some of the old coaches who've been coaching for a long time like how you can turn around a program pretty fast with the transfer portal, which is cool. And then I think it gives the players a lot of flexibility, and it gives football programs a lot of flexibility. The transfer portal does and stuff. So as you can tell, I'm excited about the Colts also. I'm excited about the Indianapolis Colts season. I'm also excited about the Denver Broncos with Bo Nix. I think the Denver Broncos defense is going to be really good. Hopefully the Indianapolis Colts defense plays really well this year. Man, I would love it if the Colts and the Broncos went deep in the playoffs. That'd be cool. The crazy thing about that, the Colts and Broncos can end up meeting each other in the playoffs, which would be wild. So, yeah, been a long time Denver Bronco fan, but when Indiana finally acquired the Indianapolis Colts, became an Indianapolis Colts fan. I used to be a Raiders fan. I still am a little bit of a Raiders fan, but Gruden's the one that made me want to become a Raiders fan when he was coaching the Raiders. And then I do like the Detroit Lions. I like the head coach. I like how he turned around the Detroit Lions. A lot of his staff got. It's so funny when the Detroit Lions turned around their year, they lost a lot of their staff. And then the Philadelphia Eagles, lost a lot of their football staff, of course, when they won the Super Bowl. It's kind of wild when one of these NFL teams win the Super Bowl. Some teams are the exception, like the Chiefs. But most times when NFL teams win a Super Bowl, they end up losing a lot of their staff. So, but it looks like the Detroit Lions filled up their staff pretty well, which was pretty cool, which was pretty exciting. Super, super cool. But yeah, it looks like so I'm going to wrap this live up because it looks like people are coming out of church. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to me talk about football, listening to me talk about my camping. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream, or I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you later. Peace. Cheers. Take care. And if you like the content you see of the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The majority of you that are watching this channel have yet to subscribe to the channel, so please consider giving me a like and a subscribe to the channel. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Cheers. Have a good weekend. Later, Gators. Take care, everybody. Have a nice weekend. Cheers.